What's up, Reapers? Welcome back to the Crypt. I am finally going to just do a full-on CD collection series. I decided I'm not gonna wait. If I really want to redo one later on, I can. But first, I wanted to show stuff I got. I just saw the Cannibal Corpse Mayhem tour in Detroit last night. Pick some stuff up. I wore the shirt that I showed y'all uh last week, but I almost got one of the tour shirts, but I ended up getting this cool tie-dye one, and I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, that is their old logo. I know somewhere my dad has my Mayhem and Cannibal patches, which I will show. I also bought, these were like $10 for two, some guitar picks, because I was not on the main floor, mostly because I've had a pain and I've been out of it all week, and I was in no condition to mosh. I would have loved to mosh, but yeah. I also got this cool zip up hoodie. Okay, it was horrific, and then the front is literally just the logo. And obviously, yeah. Probably one of my favorite hoodies. I'm so happy I finally got this. And then finally, and I know I've said I'm not a huge Mayhem fan, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to actually get a Mayhem shirt, so I actually just got one of the white ones. Would have gotten a long sleeve or something, but I felt like the white made this look a bit cooler, I guess. With that out of the way, as you can see, I have a portion missing in my collection. That is what I'm showing today. Only one of these I don't think I've actually shown you. Most of these are things you've seen in updates. What I'm doing is splitting it in half per section, or as halfway as I can get it. I'm aware I've done a few CD collection videos, but I wasn't really happy with how they turned out. I can't sleep right now, and I don't have work tomorrow, so with that in mind, we're gonna go into the first band, which is Aborted, which, if some of you know me, know that that is one of my favorite bands. I mean, I've seen them twice, and I will go see them again. Same thing with Cannibal Corpse. Aborted with the Archaic Avatar. Not my favorite album, but it does have quite a few good tracks. I think both times I've heard them play one of these songs in Hectatomb, I think is what it was. Just so awesome. death metal, death grind stuff. This was my introduction and probably my favorite. I can't really say it's my favorite. It's the album I go back to the most. That being Retrogore. Um, with the title track being the very first one I ever heard from them. This is the first one I ever bought from them, and it's decent, but I don't know why, but it always gives me a headache to listen to when I put it on. Terror Vision. I can't say it, but y'all know it. I'm gonna try and give this as much screen time as possible. I forgot to say, favorite tracks from this are Retrogore, Cavernous Bouquet, Hormageddon, Bit by Bit, pretty much every song on this, but those tracks are banging. Deep Red, Farewell to the Flesh, Vespertine Decay, so good. Next up, this was, I believe, like the second or third CD I got from them, was Le Grand Masquerade. It has one of the first tracks, obviously Retrogore was my first track, but one of the other first tracks I heard, Gloom and the Art of Tribulation. Pretty good track. I mean, all three tracks are on here. Parental Advisory banned it in at least 900 countries. I like that. I don't remember where I got all my CDs, and then I got the second. Actually, this might have been the second CD I got. I know it's the second album for sure. That being their latest one, Mania Cult. Mania Cult, Impetus Odi, Dementia Phobia, A Vulgar Quagmire, Drag Me to Hell. I love that. I mean, this might be my second favorite. And over there, I actually have the action figure. I'm trying to give this as much screen time as possible. So sorry for the messy hair. I literally took the hoodie off to film this, and actually I'm gonna put it back on. I'm almost tempted to get an aborted hoodie just because, like, I only have one shirt from them, and it's one of those weird things. I don't know why. Next up is the only album I own from this band, and it's okay. I know Classy Metal Lonnie said this was his favorite from this band, I believe. Absu with Tara. This was actually the introduction for this band for me. Because I got it after I saw it at a record show, because I got the flag from Metal Headbox, which I need to rehang that one. But next up is one of my favorite deathcore bands. I love that hardcore beatdown style deathcore. The Acacia Strain with the Deadwalk, Slipcase with the Pig, Burn Face 4x4, Angry Mob Justice, Whoa, Shut It Down, See You Next Tuesday, Pity, Predator Never Pray. Just a fucking relentless album, and almost every song from this is actually on my playlist. Not in a row. What I do is I kind of separate songs that are by the same artist out, just so I don't uh, have repetitiveness. Because if I don't put it on shuffle, it's yeah. But for the most part, it's always on shuffle. Um, Next up is the only album from this band I like. I like that I own, and I need to get more because I've been sleeping on this band for a while. This is AC/DC with Back in Black. The only reason I didn't open the Acacia Strain is I struggle getting uh, it back in this slipcase after a while for some reason. Next up, I got this because I got this shirt in the metal head box, and I've only spun it like once or twice, but from what I remember, it's pretty good. Like Black and Death. If someone can actually confirm that. This is, I believe, Acheron with the Rites of the Black Mass, which I know Acheron is Latin for something about the underworld. Because I have a friend who, he's like very well educated on stuff like this. So I ask him a lot of stuff. Next up is another one of my favorite bands, and I wish I could see them playing at the Sanctuary, but I can't just to scheduling. Acid Witch, with probably my least favorite album, Stone. Still good. I think I got this from Hell's Headbangers. I mean, Witchfinder Finder, Trick or Treat, Whispers in the Dark, If Hell Exists, Stone to the Grave. And then probably my favorite, Evil Sound Screamers. This was actually, this might have been the first one I ever got, and it wasn't my favorite for a while, but I started recently re-listening to it again. I mean, I was born like 6 days before Halloween, so Scare Tape, Mr. Beast, so I Hate Halloween, Cheap Gore, Mutilation Mansion. Cheap Gore or Mutilation Mansion are probably my favorite tracks. Off of that. Next up is another one of my favorite death metal bands, and I need more from them. This is Aeon with Aeon's Black. I got this the day after I first saw Cannibal Corpse last year, and I kept the little hype sticker because I thought it was funny that it has Cannibal Corpse mentioned, because I bought this along with A Skeletal Domain, if I'm remembering correctly. Still They Pray, The Glowing Hate, I Wish You Death, Garden of Sin, Passage to Hell, Aeon's Black, Dead Means Dead, Blessed by the Priest. I mean, this whole album is just relentless. But next up, completely different direction. This is some hip hop. Aesop Rock with The Impossible Kid. Becoming one of my favorite albums just period. And a lot of people might give me shit that I like hip hop. I don't care. I mean, Dorks, Get Out of the Car, Shrunk, Kirby, Tough, Lazy Eye. Such a good album. Next up, I just showed this one. Oh yeah. This is Alan. I don't even know how to say it. It's on the side with Rise in the Murk. God, I don't even know. I mean, I got this off of Severed. Very squeaky tray. I mean, Halo of Lamented Glory might be my favorite track off this, but I haven't spent nearly enough time with it. Next up, another one of my favorite bands, but I need more from them, considering they're one of my top bands, especially for winter. Fall and winter, Agalloch with The Mantle. If you want, like, if you are in your house and it's like winter, like dead ass middle of winter, and you're wanting to be like nice and warm, snuggled in your room, whether it be under a blanket, in a hoodie, by a fireplace, and you need a soundtrack to that, this right here. I got this for Christmas. In the Shadow of Her Pale Companion, I think is the name of the song. Yeah. And Celebration for the Death of Man. I am the wooden doors, the lodge. You were but a ghost in my arms. Just every single song, front to back. Listen to it in the middle of winter. Especially, also, if you're like in a wooded area. So goddamn good. And then finally, favorite album from this band, and I finally picked up their newest one. This is Ahab with the Giant, Antarctica, the Polymorpheus, the Polymorphous. Absolutely my favorite track. Just such a good, like, slow yet beautiful album. That's all for this collection video. Not sure when I'll do the next one, mostly because I just have so much shit going on. As usual, thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing, and as always, keep it grim.